Hi, everyone. How are we? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, I had this article pop up on my alerts about the city of Milwaukee and the issues that they're having. I found it to be important with the way we all watched the trial of Darrell Brooks play out in the sense that he should have never been out in the first place, right? So, let's listen to what's going on here. I'm going to pull this up on. Now, this is coming from McIver Institute. And it says, what's really behind Justicepoint's lawsuit against the city of Milwaukee? And just if you don't know what Justicepoint is, they're going to explain it. So hang on. All right. So it says, no one goes to jail for unpaid fines in Milwaukee, according to city court official, despite Justicepoint's claims. Justicepoint is also responsible for the county's disastrous pretrial release program. Court records reveal that Justicepoint is shifting criminals from the county court system into the city's municipal court system to secure their release. So we know that Darrell had a ton of fines out there, a ton of unpaid. He even had a failure to appear and all kinds of stuff. So I do think that this is probably linked to it. All right. So the city of Milwaukee is trying to cancel a contract that doesn't serve its stated purpose, but that contract means big money to Justice Point, who is suing the city to keep it. Justice Point is a social justice nonprofit dedicated to finding alternatives to an incarceration. I think Justice Point let the city of Waukesha down for sure, and is instrumental in the end cash bail movement in Wisconsin. The Milwaukee County court system entrusts most of its criminals to Justice Point supervision while they await trial. This enables those criminals to commit additional crimes in the meantime. The most notorious being Darrell Brooks, who committed the Waukesha Christmas Parade massacre while under Justice Point's supervision in 2021. Bam. How could they have the audacity to file this lawsuit after that? Milwaukee County pays Justice Point about $5 million a year for those pre-trial services. The city of Milwaukee also has a contract with Justice Point and pays it about a $500,000 a year to run the municipal court alternatives program. That program is supposedly meant to keep people out of jail who can't afford to pay their fines. However, the city says it couldn't send people to jail for unpaid fines even if it wanted to. In the state of Wisconsin, municipal courts may not sentence a defendant to serve time. Incarceration is legally allowed when a defendant who has the means to make payment or complete other options fails to do so. That's according to the chief court administrator for Milwaukee County. For at least the past 11 years, my tenure as the chief court administrator, no one has been incarcerated solely on a Milwaukee ordinance violation. And yet, Justice Point claims it has prevented 11,000 people from going to jail through the city's municipal court alternatives program since 2015. Justice Point's efforts on behalf of the city have been overwhelmingly successful. The organization has helped thousands of indigent Milwaukee residents avoid unconstitutional incarceration due solely to their inability to pay civil forfeitures, the organization claims. Although that claim seems dubious, it's apparently not the main problem that the city has with Justice Point. Back in May, the group was informed that judges have lost faith in Justice Point. Oh, because it was sharing case information with another local social justice organization, Legal Action of Wisconsin. On May 15th, the city notified Justice Point that it was exercising the convenience clause and terminating the contract effective July 11th, and Justice Point was apparently shocked. The city seems to terminate abruptly, unilaterally, and without good cause Justice Point's relationship with the city. Worse yet, the city has not contracted with another vendor to provide these critical services to the people of Milwaukee. This is according to Justice Point. The group filed a lawsuit that claims that it doesn't matter that there's a convenience clause in the contract because the Wisconsin Fair Dealership Law prevents local governments from terminating a contract without good cause, proper notification, and an opportunity to cure. A Milwaukee County judge issued a temporary restraining order on July 11th that keeps the contract in place while the lawsuit plays out. And Justice Point has submitted extensive records about its operation in the case file that might explain how the group claims it's kept 11,000 people out of jail through the municipal court alternatives program. As part of its contract with Milwaukee County, Justice Point conducts pretrial investigations on everyone who is arrested and brought into the county jail. Those investigations are used to determine bail, conditions of release, and entry into alternatives to incarceration programs. Apparently, not all those alternatives to incarceration programs are funded by the county. As Justice Point conducts its pretrial investigations, it looks for unpaid fines owed to the city. Although that wouldn't have anything to do with the crime that the person was actually arrested for, Justice Point uses it as an opportunity to shift them into the city's municipal court alternatives program. Through a thorough review of each arrestee's Milwaukee Municipal Court citation history, Justice Point's universal screening pretrial investigators are well positioned to identify arrestees who are ideal program participants for the Milwaukee Municipal Court Alternatives Program. This is according to Justice Point's court documents. This might help explain how Justice Point claims it's kept 11,000 people out of jail using its municipal court alternatives program, while the city says it hasn't tried to send anyone to jail for municipal violations. Those are people who are being sent to jail for actual criminal offenses in the court system. That Justice Point apparently was able to get off through the city's municipal court system. Once in the city's program, offenders receive ability to pay assessments, mental health screenings, and treatment referrals, payment alternatives, recommendations, and case management for sentencing alternatives. Although Justice Point has had some initial success in blocking the city's efforts to terminate the contract early, it won't do much good in the long run. The contract itself expires at the end of the year on December 31st, and so far the city hasn't given any indication that they plan to extend it. Anyway, I just thought that was really interesting, and I thought that some of you guys that follow this trial so closely might find that interesting as well. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a blessed Monday. Stay safe, and I'll see you real soon. Bye, everyone.